do it yourself.
The purpose of today's visit is for our officials who are not with us on a daily to come and interact with you when we talk about our work, the DIY Club, life skills training. It's just a moment for us to share and learn from you. It's very important, but we are here to learn from what? To learn from you through interaction.
We are here on this special occasion hosting our beloved leaders. We are very much honored that you're here, that you can present to us, the students. As DIY Club, we are very honored to host you.
You too can do it yourself. You can fly above the sky. You can hang among the stars. If you believe, you can achieve. You can be.
Since I joined Chitatia, I joined 2019, and I worked for 1 year. They chose me to be a champion teacher for DIY Club. But when I was reading these students since 2020, I discovered one thing, that discipline is empowering students, because it came in a time whereby new curriculum was also introduced. So students were confused about the project they're supposed to do. Students were confused about how to do this needs assessment, how to deal with their, like being open-minded. So new curriculum came and helped us all. So students, they started joining sessions, different sessions, and those sessions, by then we had mentor Sarah.
By name I'm Semwazi Owen, Senior 4 West class. I have been a DIY participant since my senior 1. DIY, we have been having very many sessions, such as self-awareness, we have had decision making, and others. Some of them are practicals, and some of them we have been doing about the theories.
Lucky enough, 95%, not even 95, but 99% of the prefectorial body are products of the DIY Club. DIY Club has promoted responsibility and has taught responsibility in our students. How? We can give an example of our peer mentors. They have been given responsibility of leading and controlling others in the absence of their mentors and the other people. This shows that Uganda tomorrow is going to produce more responsible leaders, more than these ones we have right now. Thank you.
Being all the curriculums, we had very many theories than your practical. But these students, they need hands-on, these hands-on codex. That's why I've been hearing a testimony. They're saying they learned this because of the DIY.
We as the DIY members have been having sessions about various topics which have helped us in our daily life. First, we had a session about gender equity, where we had to know our responsibilities, our rights basing on gender, where we were made to know how girls should behave, how boys should behave in relation to equity and equality, and which helped us to live a better way at school, and not only at school, even the environment we live in, the community, in the village. How it has helped us to reduce on the rates of domestic violence, school dropouts, and some religious beliefs. It has helped us through the sessions, the motivations, the talking compound, and so many other projects we have been doing under the gender equality and equity.
Through the sessions we have had a session of decision making, whereby when we were in senior 1, we used to take very many subjects, and time reached in senior 3 where we had to choose some from the alternative. We had gone through a session of leadership where I decided to contest, first being a class monitor, and then I was inspired at the next level. The next level I contested of being a treasurer in our club inside, and then at the end I'm a leader in our school. I'm very happy for the sessions that are being delivered to us by our mentors and the skills that we gain. I really appreciate the Kukuza Education for such a wonderful opportunity which is being given to the students. We as the youth, we are given opportunity in our communities. We take active roles which many of people could not expect to be from us.
You can hang among the stars. If you believe you can achieve, you can be what you wanna be.
We saw a window at Kukuza when these people came in and they addressed the mental health issue. At first, the children were skeptical about the term, and at one time we said, can we change the term? But then later on we sensitized children to say that mental health does not point at madness, because somehow that's where some of them interpreted it that way. So in our setting here, a number of sessions have been attended. 6 sessions at Endeavour Senior Secondary School. And this has impacted greatly on the learners' lives, to the extent that there is a transformation in terms of mindsets, in terms of the way they look at life now. I will tell you that a number of them lacked confidence. A number of them were looking unsupported from their families, to the extent that some could not feed at school. Some, they lacked friends within the school. So you would see a lonely figure, reserved, isolated, and one would wonder what could be going on.
I was with a plan to stop studying. Then my fellow students advised me to continue with studying. Then also I continue. Then they tell me to go and talk with the head teacher. Then I go back home. I tell mom, why don't you go and talk with the head teacher so that she could give us maybe a half bursary. Then my mom come and talk with the head teacher. But right now I'm in half bursary. This session is good because some of us, we are having low concentration in class, sleeping in class, but right now we are feeling okay because of this session.
I'm Nanyonga Annette, teacher facilitator for Kukuza Education Center in Dela SS. This program is very good. It has indeed helped our students in this school. Most of our learners in this school are challenged students. They lack a lot of counseling and guidance. Majority are living with relatives. Others don't even get basic scholastic materials, and very many challenges that really affects their concentration in class, in the community, and wherever they are. So when this program was introduced in this school, it was warmly welcomed, and it was really unfortunate that we got few students. We pray that all of them should be brought on board. Why? Majority are like the few we sampled, and the few we sampled have benefited a lot from this program. For example, they had signs of depression, and in the process of sharing, triggers came out, and at the end of the session, these students have really benefited because this program teaches them to solve problems themselves. They share with their friends what they are going through. Their friends give them advice, and this advice has really worked out for them.
When I was 3 to 4 years, my dad and mom divorced.
And then I had to live with only my dad. But it was hard for me because whenever I kept asking him, Daddy, where is mom? He only kept on telling me, your mom went to work. And he kept on confusing me. And I was like, when a person goes to work, does he or she take all that time? Then when I reached primary 7, it affected my performance and studies because whenever I tried to concentrate, I was only thinking of her. When I saw other parents coming to visit their students and children, I was always there depressed. For them, they are being visited by their mothers, and for me, I am not. It's just my auntie and dad who come to see me, and it affected me psychologically. But when I joined senior 1, and then I was in senior 2, then I joined these sessions. At first I was scared to express what I was feeling because I thought that what if I told them, they would get contact with my dad and tell him, and yet he was a bit angry and I knew it would make him angry. So I feared at first to express it. But as time went by, my fellow students and colleagues started expressing their emotions, and then I also told myself, let me express, maybe I can get a certain solution. When I expressed what I was feeling, I was given a solution. After that, I felt confident and I got to know that I wasn't the only one passing through that situation. All I had to do was to just be sharing with my colleagues, having fun, concentrating. And back before the 6 sessions, I had time concentrating in class because if I had a thought and I tried concentrating, it would be hard for me to drive the thoughts away and then concentrate in class. But when I joined these sessions, I kindly got that time to concentrate in class, go back to the things that I liked doing. I gained some appetite, I gained weight, and a lot of things. I learned how to make friends, and now my performance is good. I'm happy. I love my dad so much.
Mental health from Kukuza, dear commissioner, is doing a big duty in identifying learners' challenges, in stimulating learners to open up, in helping learners to see how to relate and also to be able to express themselves, getting out of that self-isolation zone. And my recommendation, as I said, would be let this program continue, not only that endeavor, but also in other schools, because the nation must benefit from their efforts.
And this is how we do it and we are from.
My name is Robert Sadi, a champion teacher of DIY Atlas High School. I've been a champion teacher for so long and have seen the great work the DIY Do-It-Yourself Club is doing in the students, even in the schools. I want to say that it has been a great club and it is still a great club. If schools have not received this, let them receive it. Let students do everything by themselves. They will discover a number of things. To Kukuza as a new project that we are having in the sector of education in Uganda, I would say that it has the best objectives that are needed in all schools. So, all the best, and I pray that all schools embrace Kukuza.
My name is Hussein Bugembe, the District Education Officer of Buvuma District Local Government. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Kukuza Education Organization for inviting me to go and visit the various schools where the activities are taking place. This morning we started at Kitatia and the Neighbor SS, where we learned the various things which the students are doing under Kukuza Education Program. We have seen the products which the students are doing. We have seen the way how the students are being trained in leadership. They have really shown us that they are capable. I want to believe that the activities of Kukuza are very useful in our education system, and we are going to use the Kukuza example to spread this other message to our schools. We are very glad to receive Kukuza Education in Buvuma, and we look forward to work with them in the area of leadership, mentorship, and bringing up righteousness within our children. Thank you.
I'm Alfred Kiaka, Assistant Commissioner, Government Secondary Education. Today I've had an opportunity to visit 3 secondary schools that are being supported under this initiative called Kukuza Education Initiative, and the 3 schools have interacted with the members or students who are members of the Do It Yourself Club. And we have had a lot of experiences and sharing, testimonies given by the students who are members of the club. And through this, a lot of information has been given to us. One of the stories that has been so fascinating are the drastic changes the members of the club in Do It Yourself have picked a lot of soft skills in the area of leadership, in the area of communication, in the area of the generic skills which are being propagated by the competence-based curriculum, the new curriculum we are implementing in Uganda. But most important of all, I have noted that there's a lot of production as students learn, what we call production learning. This initiative is really very fascinating, that the students are so confident, the students have changed their lives, but also they themselves, they have been able to work through the club, network with colleagues, and address some of the challenges they are going through as they grow up as young men and as young women. It is a very fascinating program, and I'm just crying inside me that if it was possible, this initiative should be extended even to other young people across the country. I do take this opportunity to thank, one, the students themselves, because they have demonstrated that through peer-to-peer support, they are able to support each other and improve their well-being. I also want to thank the team that is supporting the learners, the teachers, the project managers. They have done a very great job. I want also to thank the executive director. She has made an effort to think even without the box, that even with limited support, she's able to sacrifice the resources, the little resources she has, to come and provide a supplementary intervention to the implementation of the competence-based curriculum, which we have now been implementing for 5 years in all our secondary schools, and which we are now even transiting to senior 5 and senior 6. I also want to thank the head teachers of the respective schools where this program is for giving an opportunity to the learners to be able to demonstrate that they can actually do it by themselves. Do it yourself is great. Thank you very much.